Hey guys, it's been a long time since I made a video. Jesus asked me this morning to make a video, um, and he said it's going to be released when he allows it to be released. He knows I don't like to make videos, but I do anything that he calls me to do. I just wanted to speak on on my soulmate, on Mandy, and just kind of my testimony on how we met and just kind of our story. And I think it's a really beautiful story, and it gives testimony to how Jesus has just been working through our lives and in my heart, building me and teaching me on how to truly love. So I'm gonna try to get vulnerable with you guys. I know that there's a lot of mockers and there's a lot of people, you know, calling us many nasty names and calling us adulterers and witches and crazy and lunatics and all these things. And this video is for you guys, and this video is because I do love you guys, and that love comes from Jesus. He's taught us to not listen to that and just focus that you guys are you children of Jesus. And that he loves all of us. He died for all of us. He suffered so much more than we know for all of us. And we need to learn how to reciprocate that love back to even people that don't necessarily feel the same about us, right? So it's been a journey. The way I met Mandy, Mandy De La Parra, that's my wife. Um, she's my soulmate. I'll kind of give you a little bit of background. Before that, I was married to my now ex-wife, and Jesus called me to marry her, and I was married to her. It's very fast. I was married to her for during March, April, 2 months. I knew her for a total of 5 months, and Jesus called me to marry her to, to plant those seeds and help save people in her family and herself. But basically, I was given the choice to either stay with the world and get help for all this rapture theology and these false prophets, and basically I was given a choice to either follow Jesus or to stay in the marriage. And at that time he gave me everything that I thought I wanted. Right, I wanted a family, um, a beautiful family, which they were a beautiful family. They are. A wife, a good wife. Everything I've always wanted. I always wanted to be married. Um, and I was given the choice to walk away from that and follow Jesus, or stay with what I've always wanted. So for me, it was the easy. Like I always say, it was the easiest choice I had to do, but the hardest thing I've ever done. Right? Because there's no other choice but to follow Jesus. Because he was I know his voice, and I know to follow his voice. Whether it hurts or not, it doesn't matter to me. I just want to do his will. So basically, I chose to follow Jesus, so that ended. And it was one of I'm not gonna lie, it was I've never been broken like that in my life. I've never felt broken. If I didn't have Jesus, I wouldn't want to have been this. I would have probably taken my life, but Jesus was with me the whole time. It was really tough, but he really did help. He held my hand the whole time. Held my hand. Um, 3 months into that, 4 months, I was 3 months after, just basically being by myself, and he brought McKenna, my sister McKenna, to be in my life to be a friend to me and a sister, and it was great. I was introduced to Mandy, and she was still married. So we just introduced as a brother and sister, and I felt a connection. Of course, I felt such a just an easy flowing connection and friendship there. Um, so we were friends, and then after that, basically she was her ex-husband. Now she's divorced. In the world, called for he said he wanted a divorce. He spoke it, and that's what Jesus was waiting for. And after that happened, Mandy and I were able to finally get together, because Because remember, Jesus doesn't go by man's contracts. He goes by what he says. He's God. He doesn't wait for man. He's the one that ordains people to be together or not. So, and I gotta say, guys, I want to start off by saying this, and I'll be vulnerable with you guys. I was a very, very, very broken man before. I was an alcoholic, and Jesus healed me from that. It was a lot of struggle, and finally, when I finally just succumbed to Jesus and said, Lord, it just here I am. I can't do this without you. I need you, Lord. When I was finally bent to his will, he literally took that away. But throughout this whole journey, Jesus has been teaching me how to love like him, right? I was a very, very shallow man, guys. I'm sure some people can relate. I didn't want to be with anybody that didn't fit my narrative of beauty, right? I was very much in the flesh. If that person wasn't fit, if that person wasn't hot, if that person wasn't fit to the perspective that I wanted, I'm good. So I wanted it all, right? I wanted a fit woman that loved Jesus. I wanted it all. And I was so in the flesh, even though Jesus was teaching me how to have a relationship with him, I was still walking in so much flesh. My flesh required that exact beauty that I needed, that my flesh needed, right? So I just kind of want to give you guys a background on that, because when I met Mandy's a beautiful woman, but when I met her, she wasn't my type, and she knows that. It's so beautiful. It's been a journey between Mandy and I, where we're just so honest with each other. Like, our souls speak to each other, and there's nothing that we hide between each other. It's such open dialogue, and she knows my deepest, darkest secrets. I know hers, and we literally love each other, and we all we see is each other's hearts. But when I first met Mandy, I'm not gonna lie, she wasn't my type. Okay, she was a little bit bigger, and just that wasn't my thing. And Jesus, a lot of people say that when we met, it was lust, and that's all it was, and that's not true, guys. For both ends, when we met, Jesus wanted something pure, a relationship that was pure, between two souls, two soulmates, right? He didn't want the flesh to come in and lead by the flesh. So he was really teaching me to love, not by sight, by literally by my heart, by her heart. And I mean, guys, I just, knowing that I didn't have to be told that she was my soulmate. I felt it. I knew it. I didn't, it was a process, but I didn't see the way she looked in her flesh. It didn't, the way our story has gone is, we're at the point, guys, it's just so beautiful that what Jesus' love has taught me. And if you hang out with me, all I talk about, is Jesus and Mandy. And some of my people say, well, you talk about Mandy a lot. I'm like, I do. I love my Mandy. I love her more than I can ever fathom, guys. And when I say I love her, it's because I love Jesus. That's my love that I'm expressing to my Lord. He has taught me the way he has taught me to love is the way he has treated me. I was a broken man. I was a selfish man. I was a shallow man. And despite all that, he has taught me that he doesn't look at that. He looks at my heart. And he loves me, and he has patience for me. And he has patience for his children. He has so much love. And he's teaching me how to love my soulmate in return in that way, guys. And it's just, Jesus has made both of us gain some weight for symbolic reasons, and he wanted me to gain some weight as well, because I was so in the flesh and I had to be buff and fit. And he was teaching me the value of it's not how you look. That's not where your value comes from, of how you present yourself physically. It's really walking in the spirit, guys. It's what's in here. It's what's in your soul. It's how much do you love? How much do you love when you don't get loved at all? How much are you kind when they're not being kind to you? You know, are you giving when they're not giving to you, guys? And he's been teaching me to walk in the spirit this whole time. And just by walking in the spirit more every day, I love easier and I love better and I love harder. And it's not me, guys. It's Jesus teaching me how to love, because that's how he loves you and that's how he loves me. So every day I wake up in the morning, you know, I look at my Mandy. I don't care if there's weight gain for symbolic reasons. I don't care if she wakes up in the morning with her hair this way and that way. I think she's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. I actually prefer when her hair looks like there's a bird's nest up there. It's literally, I'm so in love with this woman, with who she is. You know, she wakes up in the morning and she's working for Jesus. I'm taking a nap in the day and she's still working for Jesus. You know, I'm talking to her throughout the whole day. We've been apart for 138 days, guys. We've been in the wilderness. You know, she is Revelation 12 woman, guys. I don't want to get too much into it, but she is, and she's been symbolically it. So we've been apart for a little bit over 4 months, and it's been for normally it'd be very challenging. If anybody knows me, I hate being on the phone. I'm just not a phone guy. I like to be physical. I like to be there with that person. And literally, Mandy and I, from the moment we wake up to the next morning, we're on Zoom all day long. We do not get tired of each other. We do not argue. We talk. We understand each other. We uplift each other. And once again, this is not from me. This is Jesus teaching me, guys, how to walk in that spirit, how to just take the flesh away and just get the ego out, get the selfishness out, and just literally serve, because that's what he does to us. So every day I wake up, that woman is working for Jesus, doing something for Jesus, spending hours getting mocked online just to try to help if any new people come on, so they can see that Jesus truly is speaking. I've never seen love and patience so much out of a woman. And that's what I see when I see her in the morning. I see the love that she has for people despite her well-being, the love that she has for Jesus, and no matter the way she looks, I don't care what she's wearing. I don't care about anything about her physical, even though she's very beautiful. I don't care. I love her for who she is, and just for her soul. And I'm so proud of her. And I'm not saying this to say, look at me, look at us. I'm just showing you guys that we all have soulmates, right? We all have somebody made perfectly for each other. And that our Father, our King, our Lord Jesus Christ is teaching us how to love people and how to love our soulmates that we're with now, or we'll be in heaven. And I just give all that testimony. I give all that praise to God. Once again, I'm very excited. Things are coming to fruition very soon. I know we've been saying that for a long time. I don't know when you guys are going to see this video, but I can testify that when you are with your soulmate, when you meet your soulmate, it's going to be the most beautiful thing you can ever imagine, guys. Because that's when you find that true, pure love that Jesus has been teaching us, has been showing us as a father. So I just wanted to give that testimony to you guys, to try to walk away from the flesh, to really get that relationship with Jesus Christ, and walk in your spirit, and understand there's so much more there. That's where the love is. That's where the understanding is. That's where your kindness is. That's where your patience is. And that's what finally me, the most broken, shallow, alcoholic, man that I know, finally through Jesus has found that pure love that I can express to my soulmate every day. And I am just so blessed to find a woman like this. And I don't know, I woke up this morning, and we stay on Zoom all night long because I watch her. You guys are gonna call me a stalker, go ahead. But we stay on Zoom throughout the whole night, and I put the Zoom right there on my nightstand, and I just, she's 3 hours ahead of me, so she stays up till like 3 in the morning every night on her time working for Jesus, or we're talking. We do pillow talk. It's like I said, it's been 138 days since we've seen each other. And when she goes to sleep, I watch after her all night long. Anytime there's a little noise or she snores, she doesn't snore that much. She doesn't snore. She kind of snores a little bit now, but that's okay. But when she makes any little noise, I'm like, she okay? She all there? I feel very protective over her. Very, that's my mate. That's my love of my life, and all I care is for her well-being. So I watch her, and anytime I see anything, I'm always taking care of her, and all I care about is that she sleeps okay. And in the morning, this morning I woke up, and I see her because she's on every morning because we don't get off, and I just see her, and I just see those beautiful eyes, and I just see that soul, and she's just smiling. It just makes my heart flutter, and this is all because Jesus has taught me to literally love, and he's teaching me every day. And this is what he's going to teach you, and this is what you're going to have with your soulmate. And it's a beautiful thing, guys, and I'm very excited for everybody to be with their soulmates and just truly express the love that Jesus is teaching us to give to each other through him. So I just wanted to make that video. Hope I didn't cry too much, but I love you guys. Just remember, we're saved by our faith and through his grace, guys. He did it all on the cross. He suffered. Don't make him suffer more. He did it all once, and once saved is always saved. All right, guys. I love you guys. God bless you. I don't know when this video is going to be released, but I gained a little bit of weight. That's okay. Maybe I'll see you guys up in heaven or in the clouds or wherever. But I love you guys. God bless you guys. Amen.